Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your health and fitness specialist, Kelly Brown. I have another topic. So, what are my thoughts on genetics? I think this is interesting as well. Okay, so I'll put it to you like this. This is a quote or a statement that I always think about, right? You ever hear somebody say, ignorance is bliss? Or, the less you know, the more you'll do? Or something like that. I think for me, because I don't know any better and I won't allow myself to dig too deep into that rabbit hole, I don't put a limit on my possibilities. I don't put a limit on my genetics. I don't put a limit on what my body is capable of doing. And that's always been, now that I can see how far I've come now, I can tell that that's been what's contributed to my success, that mindset. And so yes, genetics can to a degree play a certain role and depending on what you're doing, but there's always a way around it. For the longest, when I was playing basketball, I couldn't dunk, and it would be a younger kid who was like way skinnier than me, who didn't work his legs or nothing like that, and I had nice calves, I had nice legs, and I was always out there practicing, trying to jump, researching how I can get higher, how I get my hand above the rim. I bought the jump soles, and I was out there doing my drills, running down the streets on my tippy toes. I was doing all of that stuff, Finally, I dunked like once, but it wasn't even a real dunk. But I would see a kid that would come along who was, 15 years old, my same height, maybe even a little bit shorter, a stick figure, and he'd run out there and, yam, and I'm like, dang, how does he do that? He ain't practicing. He got out of the bed and he just got those bunnies. And my thing is, okay, yeah, that's what happens when you want to start talking about genetics. Things like that are where they would come into play. Things like why somebody is faster than you comes into play. Some people are just fast, some people are just slow, and that's just what it is. And I think those things are where genetics come into play. Yes, you may have pristine genetics. Oh man, you just a fast mother effer, or you just got those hops, or somebody's short and somebody's tall. Yeah, that's genetics right there. So my thing is, I'm looking more on the performance, or the outside of genetics. If somebody has just a body where they're super tall, you can't ask me, hey, how can I get taller? You can't get no taller than that. That's just what it is, so that's where genetics comes into play. But if you start talking about how far does genetics go into bodybuilding, that, my friend, I think that you're shortchanging yourself, and I think that you may be putting your potential at risk because you're considering that you have bad genetics. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something about myself. I'm never gonna say anything about myself is bad one way or the other. I don't care how terrible I'm looking. I don't care what's going on with me. I'm never gonna downplay myself to the point where I'm like, oh, it's because of my parents. It's because of, oh well, it's because of this. It's because of, no. I'm not blaming nobody for what I do. I'm in control of my own destiny. I'm in control of my physique. I'm in control of everything that I do. I'm in control of my thoughts. Nobody else controls my thoughts. My parents, my grandparents, that's none of their business. I don't care if I was, I don't care if I look like the worst dude ever. If I had an idea that I said, hey, listen, I want to dunk, I'm gonna do whatever it takes to get out there and dunk. It may not be the most glamorous 360 windmill, but I'm gonna keep on practicing. I'm gonna keep on working my legs. I'm gonna keep on doing everything I got to do to get up there and dunking. Or the same thing, I'm gonna keep on working out to get up there and start yamming. If I want to get faster, I'm gonna be out there working twice as hard as the person that's already naturally fast. And I'm gonna be running my sprints, putting on a weight vest, running in the snow, or whatever I got to do. I'm gonna get that speed. Same thing with bodybuilding. If you don't feel like you have these great genetics, or whatever that even means, if you don't feel like you have that, you need to be working twice as hard as somebody else. I didn't used to have no good shoulders. My shoulders weren't round, and I noticed that about myself. And I saw that the dudes who were winning had round shoulders. So what did I start doing? I started killing my shoulders. I went and I asked everybody what a good shoulder workout was. You can check my Facebook. I typed on Facebook. I said, hey, this was back in like 2015 to 2016. I said, hey, my shoulders are lagging, and I'd like to know if anybody has a good shoulder workout that I should try or that they recommend. Everybody started swarming in the comments and commenting. I said, okay, cool. Well, I'm gonna try some of these workouts. I'm gonna pick my top 4, top 5 that I like to use, and I'm gonna start doing them. I even went to talk to some of the judges after one of my shows. I said, hey, my shoulders, have been a weak point. They said that I need to bring my shoulders up. Well, you said I need to bring my shoulders up. What type of exercises would you recommend doing? They told me, okay, you need to do X, Y, and Z. Try it like this. Switch your angle up when you do this. I said, okay, cool. Next thing I know, my shoulders are growing. So my thing is, you just don't know any better. Like, you want to, if you're the type of person who's going to sit there and place blame on somebody else, this ain't the sport for you. This isn't the hobby for you. This isn't for you. You know, if you're going to blame genetics on something, no, you need to go back to the drawing board. Go do something else, you know. Go start practicing drawing pictures or something like that. You know what I'm saying? That's where you can get practice and get better at something like that. You know, but as far as out here bodybuilding or even lifting weights is one thing. Bodybuilding is a whole different thing. You may compare yourself to my physique, saying, oh, you know, he looks great because he's doing this or whatever like that. Which in reality, I'm not. All I'm doing is working super hard. But the thing is, I understand because I'm looking at the next dude like, yo, he looks great. I'm trying to look like him. And I ask him, and he like, oh, I don't even do nothing. I just wake up every day and I just always been this size, you know, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, oh, shoot, you know what I'm saying? So I just got to work super hard, you know, or maybe he is working out way harder than me. Maybe it's the opposite. Maybe the dude is working out super hard and he's going is harder than I ever would have even imagined going. And I'm like, wow, okay, maybe I'm not working out hard enough. And so I just got to go back to the drawing board and work out super hard. But for me, I didn't wake up like this. I didn't wake up just abs and in shape and you know, my trying to bring my, you see my legs, y'all see my legs. I was trying to bring my legs up. It's not like I just woke up with some legs. No, I didn't wake up with my shoulders either. I was doing men's physique. Well, we didn't have to show our legs, so I just wasn't as concerned about building them up with the rest of my body. But when I switched over, I said, you know what? I'm gonna start doing my legs twice a week. I went and found a dude who lives around the corner from me at a gym, and I was like, yo, you know, I'm thinking about competing, but my legs are my weak point. And he was like, oh, I can help you with that. Let me show you some leg workouts, this and that. This is what you got to do to build your legs up. I had to ask somebody so I can learn how to do these things, and now I'm on a roll. So my thing is for you guys, if you out there, do your research. Figure out what works best for you. If you're an endomorph, an ectomorph, a mesomorph, those are genetics. But if you don't do nothing with those things, then what's it matter? And at the end of the day, if you work out either one of them, if you work hard on either one of them, then the case is going to be that you'll eventually meet up in the same area anyway. If you can I can't easily gain weight. If I stop working out, I'm just going to lose weight. Somebody else, one of my friends, he gained weight like that. He gains weight super fast, and I'm not going to sit here and blame genetics on him. Okay, cool. Well, if that's how you gain weight, I'm still going to be the best version of me. You know, I'm still going to do what I can do. Maybe I need to eat a little bit more then. You know, because maybe the weight just sticks on you, but it just don't stick on me. So I just got to eat twice as much to catch you. But I ain't going to sit there and say, oh, he got fat because he's on steroids. No, he just fat. You know what I'm saying? What's the complaint? I don't understand what the issue is. Listen, anyway, that's my rant for today. I know it wasn't supposed to start off like a rant, but it turned into a rant, right? So, if y'all have any other questions, and please leave this genetics thing alone because it's not that serious. Just go hard, and eventually you're gonna look phenomenal anyway. You just gotta stay on it, okay? But if you have any other questions, or any other topics that you'd like me to talk about, please leave them in the comments. I know y'all are cool with leaving comments and stuff, so I appreciate that. It's giving me some content, and it's definitely giving me a reason to hop on here as often as possible. But if you got anything you want me to talk about, or if you like my content, please feel free to comment or let me know how you think. I mean, what you think about. All right, I'll see you guys later.